Good day, I am Kathlene Mae Ocampo, a junior AD psychology student.
And I am Jaycelle Nanit, BS Psychology student.
During our biopsychology class, we were assigned to do the reporting about the auditory system via PowerPoint presentation.
And for today, we are going to interview a doctor and clinician from AD about our topic for better elaboration.
The human auditory system is composed of three parts: the outer ear, the middle ear, and the inner ear. Let's see how it works. The sound waves are picked up by the ear pavilion of the outer ear. They are then amplified and transmitted to the middle ear through the external ear canal. This movement of the sound makes this small membrane called the eardrum vibrate. These vibrations are transmitted to the ossicles located in the middle ear. The ossicles are the smallest bones in the human body. They are composed of the malleus, which transmits the vibrations, to the incus, then to the stapes, which acts as a piston that compresses the fluid of the inner ear. The cochlea is the main organ of auditory perception. It contains between 15 to 20,000 hair cells that detect vibrations of the liquid and generates nerve impulses that are sent to the brain via the auditory nerve. But this system is fragile and can suffer failures. We call this hearing loss, two of which are conduction hearing loss and sensory neural hearing loss. Conduction hearing loss can be caused by an obstruction in the ear canal, such as earwax, a perforated eardrum, a malfunction of the ossicles, otitis, or fluid in the middle ear. This type of loss can often be resolved by medical intervention and represents only 10% of cases of hearing loss. The second type of loss, sensory neural hearing loss, represents 90% of cases. It results from the destruction of hair cells in the cochlea. It is often due to aging, can be genetic, or the consequence of repeated exposure to very loud sound. Ugh. Okay, this type of loss is irreversible.
What?
Yes, it's a shame, but can often be compensated by hearing aids.
Sir, good afternoon po. Nandito po kami ngayon para ma-interview kayo about sa auditory system. Ask po namin kayo sa basic information niyo po and current profession.
Bale, complete name, no? So, complete name is Mark Nino Ayman, that's my first name. Last name is Malyari, and I'm a graduate and a passer of the physical therapy licensure exam. And currently, profession is little teaching, and I also have my clinics sa Manila every Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays. So, yes.
So, we have 5 questions here. Sasagutan niyo lang po siya. And, lawakin niyo lang po yung... What is auditory system?
Well, basically, in a anatomical and physiologic aspect, ang auditory system natin is composed of, well, basically our outer ear, our middle ear, and our inner ear. So, sa outer ear, yun yung area kung saan nakakasagap ka ng sounds. Middle ear is yung transfer or yung pathway from the outer ear to the inner ear. Now, kapag nasa inner ear ka naman, nandun na yung mga organs or nandun na yung mga systems para mag-convert naman ng sound waves or ng vibrations na naririnig natin into electrical signals, tapos papunta na siya sa brain to be processed. Pero auditory system naman din cannot be discussed kung hindi natin pag-uusapan din ng vestibular system, which is our sense of balance naman. So parehas lang kasi ng innervation yan or ng vestibulocochlear nerve from the brain. So, bali, in a nutshell, bali nga, ang auditory system natin is our sense of hearing and our sense of
For the
balance.
second question, sir, how does sense of hearing work?
So yeah, para na-discuss ko na siya dun sa first question, no? So, yun nga, sound waves coming from the outer ear, middle ear, and then sa inner ear. Sa inner ear kasi natin, meron tayong mga structures called our malleus inconstant stapes. So, those are the three bones na nag-oscillate ng sound and they hit the chordae tympani. Yung chordae tympani naman, meron siyang innervation going to the organ of Corti naman. Tapos yung organ of Corti yung nagtra-transfer naman ng signals na yun, yung electrical signals to our brain. So, bali yun that's how it works. Ang tinatanong mo?
Yung sense of hearing.
So, sense of hearing. So, ganun siya. Yung pag-transfer ng mga stimulus.
Sir, can you discuss as the auditory pathway to the brain?
Auditory pathway, simula tayo sa organ of Corti, kung saan tayo nagtapos earlier. So, auditory pathway to the brain, after the stimulus has been given to the organ of Corti, ang mangyayari ngayon is magta-travel siya via the afferent or towards the brain afferent branch of the cochlear nerve. Cochlear nerve is a branch of the vestibulocochlear nerve. And usually, after it has been transferred, it will be processed sa Brodmann's area 22. If I'm not mistaken, so that's your Wernicke's area. Wernicke's area is responsible for hearing perception or integration of information via the auditory system. So, yun ang pathway to the brain lang naman.
Sir, what are the different disorders of the auditory system?
Okay, so start tayo on a PT basis, on a PT as a PT. Ano yung usually na nahahandle namin or nakikita namin na disorders sa auditory system. So one is tinnitus. So that is a sharp ringing sensation sa naririnig niya, tinnitus. It is usually caused by a pontine lesion when dealing with Bell's palsy. So yun, kapag may pontine lesion ka na, there can be sometimes na magkakaroon ka ng tinnitus. Others would be, I'd say bacterial infection like otitis media. I think medyo familiar naman kayo sa otitis media. Like yung namamaga yung middle ear and then nagpo-produce ng excessive earwax. So yan, that's your otitis media. It can cause naman a conduction block. Conduction block sa hearing. So maaaring hindi kayo makarinig ng tama. Another one would be, and they are most commonly seen and treated na auditory and maybe vestibular condition sa amin is your vertigo. So vertigo yung medyo nahihilo ka, medyo nadidisorient ka. So yun, it still has to do with the auditory system, primarily the semicircular canals that affects balance. So yun ang mga disorders na I am very, very well aware of.
Sir, what is the importance of sense of hearing?
First and foremost, pag bata, kapag let's say walang sense of hearing yan, automatic, mawawala na din siya ng capability to have phonation or speaking. Okay, so kung wala siyang input, paano siya magkakaroon ng output? So that's the primary thing na medyo critical sa mga bata. Another thing, what is the importance of hearing? Well, syempre para in conversation, in a practical aspect, conversation. Kung hindi mo marinig ang kausap mo, paano makaka-respond? Another one would be medyo comic, pero halimbawa may kotse na sa likod mo, bumubusina na pala, hindi ka pa marinig, wala kang sense of hearing. So parang mababangga ka na pala. So yun, bali sense of hearing, kung wala kang sense of hearing, mawawala ka na din ng speaking. That's basically the most important part of your auditory system or your hearing.
Sir, quick question. Paano po yung hearing naging related siya sa speaking?
Okay.
Ano po ma-elaborate?
Sige. So, kasi pag bata ka, yung development mo, usually, ang mangyayari, first you are going to mimic sounds that you hear. Okay, you are going to mimic sounds that you hear. If in that case, na wala kang sound na marinig, how would you know how speaking works? Does that make sense? So yun. So let's say, una ko mong marinig, mama, papa, but in the case na hindi mo siya marinig, so how would you recite mama or papa pag bata ka pa? So that's how it works in a nutshell.
Okay, sir. Sir, thank you po.
Mm.
I am Kathlene Mae D, Ocampo, from
Kathlene.
AD Psychology.
Sorry. Hi, ma'am.